Hello and welcome to Motorcycle Adventuring with Miguelito. Today I'm in the garage with a little red donkey and we're going to install a 12-volt accessory plug. Alright, this is the kind of plug I'm talking about. It's a 12-volt accessory plug. It wires directly into your battery. It's got an inline fuse. In this case it's a 7.5 inline fuse. It's pretty much watertight, obviously, except for where it connects the battery. It's got a little cover. It's kind of the ubiquitous 12-volt plug for motorcycles. What I want to do, I want to wire it directly to the battery and run it backwards because that's where I want the plug, and I can plug other accessories into that plug. So that's what we're going to do. And if you go to page 55 of the manual, let me grab it here. I'm not going to open it up. 55 of the manual tells you how to access the battery. I've already read that, so here's where we're going to start. Once again, it's got the 5mm heads that I want to gain access to. So we're going to start there. Comes out really easy. Then it's got these little, I don't know what the heck they're called. They're called push clip. They're kind of a push clip. What you do, a lot of people don't know what to do with these. They try to pry them up and get under them. It's real simple. In the middle, there's a little pin, and you can use anything. Don't really use a sharp screwdriver, but gently push down. Gentle as you can anyway, like that. That's all you have to do. So I have to move this one, and then another 5mm head right here, and we'll take off the plastics. Sounds good? I got this one. Let me show you something a little peculiar on this one. So we take that out, and then we can reach under it. Pulls right out like that. So I'm going to pop this up. Now what's a little bit difficult about this is the other side, and I'll show that to you just in a minute. Got to kind of be gentle here, which I'm not. There it is. See this little tab here? When it goes in, it has to connect under. Those break off really easy. So when I go to put that back in, I'm going to add a little bit of lubrication in the way of wax, so the wax won't pick up any dirt, grime, anything else that's going to wear on that, and it won't degrade the plastic. A lot of people put oil or silicone grease on that. It's not really a good idea because that's going to attract all kinds of grime and it'll just make it weaker. But this is a real fragile piece here. I could see that breaking off really easy. And also, when you take these off, it sounds stupid. Don't set them upside down. I got a towel next to me. I'm going to set it down just like that, nice and gentle. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and remove this one, and the battery's right here, and I'll reposition the camera and we'll move on with it. Alright, as you can see, I've removed the cover and exposed the battery box where it's located, and we have to remove this cover right here in order to gain access to the battery. And again, it's going to be a 5mm head here, hex head, and a 5mm right over here. So I'm going to take that off and let's take a peek what we got. Alright, we got the cover off, and there's the battery. It's a Wayusa YTZ5S, and this is the negative side and this is the positive side. And always take off the negative first and always put it on last. And it looks like Phillip heads, so I'm going to take those off. Alright, I'm starting to button it up. I connected the two rings to the positive and negative. Put the plastic cover back on. Here is my inline 7.5 amp fuse. I've run it back, kind of tucked it in here. I actually zip tied it here so there'd be no pulling on it anyway. Ran it all the way back, and I'm ready to put the covers back on. Alright, here's the side cover. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this. I just did. It looks like a big bear paw print right there that Honda put in there. Now I really feel silly because this is a little red donkey. I might have to get another one of these made with a little donkey print. Anyway, if you remember how it comes off, these are little push ends at the bottom, and I'm going to probably get a little bit in line there, and you start to match it up and they just push right in just like that. And this is again going to run down beneath right about there, and Remember these little boogers here? Let me show you how these work. A lot of people don't understand these. What you want to do is push that back up just a little bit, just like that. So you find the hole and line it up, of course. Pushes right down, and you're going to hear it snap. Just like that. That's in. All right, here's the other cover. I'm going to put a little bit of silicone spray wax on it. That's all it takes, just a little bit. Kind of keeps it sticky. It's safe on plastics. And you want to be very careful, again, pushing that in. I'm not going to film it from the other side. It's just too much of a pita to move the camera. But start it in, pushes back, and that's it. All there is left is put back all the little things you took apart. All right, here's the finished installation right here. What I did right here, I put a sticky piece of Velcro tape so I can stick that down. And this is one of the reasons I put that in there. So this will store, and the seat's actually going to cover up the edge of that. I was looking for a place maybe I could zip that down a little bit, but I don't think that's going to flop in the wind. If it does, I'll deal with it then. But like I said, it's actually held down by some really good Velcro tape right here. Anyway, one of the reasons I got this, so I could plug in various electrical accessories, and this is one of them. I still have to modify this, but this is kind of cool. It's a on-off, so the ignition doesn't have to be on, obviously, for this to work, but it's an on-off USB, and it gives a voltmeter. Not that I need that, but it's a supposedly a 2.4 amp each side. We'll see if that's the case. But what I'm going to do with this is actually going to be ran up and under and into my box here. And it's going to be Velcroed on the side of the box, probably inside right about here. And I can put my batteries, telephone, whatever else in there, and I can let it charge. That's it, folks. Hopefully you like the video. If you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know that too. Thank you very much.